And also I like to share the knowledge with others. And I hope that we all can get benefit from it. When I was having breakfast just now at Horizon, right? I at this, and I was very surprised. It was a shock to me. Okay, let me write down for you in the chat box. Can everybody see in the chat box, everyone? What is that word? Can somebody say that to me? Let us word. Siapa aja bisa coba disebut ke saya itu? Apa itu? Pukis ke? Okay. Pukis ini, ya, in Malaysia, you're not allowed to say this word. In Malaysia, this is a very jorok word. This is so bad. I was so shocked just now when I look at the name of the kuih is Pukis, right? Ya, Pak Arif itu ya kalau ngerti ya oke. Pak Arif kurang ngerti itu baik. Nggak pernah didengar. Karena itu ketan yang jorok sekali di Malaysia. Itu kalau mau berentam sesama siapa aja itu bisa aja guna ini kata itu Pukis. Saya juga nggak berani bilang karena itu terlalu wow. Itu satu. Makanya itu even though we Malaysia and bahasa Indonesia, we are from the same rumpun, but the word can bring many meanings, right? And most of the time, the very sopan word is very sopan katanya ini di Indonesia, tapi di Malaysia itu memang jorok sekali. Nggak bisa itu disebut ke public. There's another word which is the same meaning as the Pukis is here. Everyone. In Indonesia is very sopan word, right? Kata yang sangat sopan. Di Malaysia itu kalau ya adik-adik atau bapa dan ibu guna katanya ini, itu bisa dilempar ini botolnya ke mukanya adik-adik dan bapa dan ibu. Karena perkataan ini terlalu jorok sekali. Itu sama itu, levelnya sama dengan Pukis. Jadi saya di Indonesia senang sekali guna perkataan butuh. Saya butuh mineral water, saya butuh kuih apa aja. Karena di Malaysia saya nggak bisa pakai perkataan ini, katanya itu. Because it is just, when you just want to fight with others, if you're very angry with others, then you use that word. Atau mau lempar apa aja ke dia, apa lembiru. Apa lembiru itu lempar beli baru. Saya baru belajar ini kata ini lembiru, lempar beli baru. Then you use that word, butuh. Butuh and Pukis, saya bilang aja itu the private part of a lady dalam bahasa Melayunya. Makanya di Malaysia nggak bisa pakai ini perkataan ini, Pukis dan butuh. Dan memang sopan sekali di Indonesia, tapi di Indonesia itu jorok sekali maksudnya. Right? Itu adalah perkataan yang itu. Bagi kita ini hanya kata-kata. Tapi karena beda negaranya, beda budayanya, because of the different country, different in cultures, the same word bring many meanings. And the bad thing is that the word that I mentioned to you just now, it brings very bad meaning in Malaysia. Right? Sekarang aja ya, let us talk a little bit more about the language between Malaysia and Indonesia. So when you go or when you visit Malaysia next time, you don't use this word. I mean, among Indonesia is okay, but then when you want to talk to Malaysian, please try to avoid the words, the two words above, right? I'll give you another example. Let me stand up. If you can see me, I think I have. If you want to see me, I have to change the background. Just give me a few seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Let me use none so you can see me. All right, you can see me, the background, right? Let me stand up. Okay, kalau kayak gini saya ke belakang aja, sorry. Kalau di sini Indonesia bilangnya apa? What do you call this?
Punggung.
Punggung. Di Malaysia punggungnya di sini, di bawah. Punggungnya di bawah. Kalau punggung di sini Indonesia bilangnya apa? What do you call this? Punggung di bawah ini? Pinggul atau bokong atau pantat, toh? Ya, di Malaysia juga pantat itu nggak bisa ini. Pantat juga itu katanya sama erti dengan butuh dan yang di atas. Itu beda. Bagi kita ini di Malaysia yang punggung ini dipanggilnya belakang. Ini belakang, di sini punggung. Right? Makanya itu beda. Jika yang mau kasih ya, yang massage tradisional itu, yang punggung sama belakangnya itu, juga beda artinya. Right? Makanya itu budaya dan juga ini untuk kenal budaya yang asing untuk negara lain, itu amat penting. Itu amat penting sekali, apalagi kalau kita mau tinggal atau kita mau belajar studi atau kita mau kerja di negara asing. Yeah, so that is why adaptation is very important. It is not only for the language, it is not only for your living, but it is also very important while you are working at a new place in different country. Ya, kayak Pak Arif itu juga ya, while he was writing his thesis, PhD thesis at USM, I think Pak Arif had faces many cultural differences. Pak Arif has faced all these differences, and he tried to adapt himself and adjust. For example, when I met Pak Arif the first time, I asked Pak Arif, where are you staying? And Pak Arif mentioned to me, he was renting a place outside of the campus. And then I asked Pak Arif, why don't you stay in the campus, in the hostel? Right? Because it is much better. Yeah, it's like the campus life. You feel much better inside the campus, so you can have more friends and everything like that. But then Pak Arif said he would be better to stay with Indonesian friends, so he can enjoy Indonesian food every day. Yeah, during lunch, Pak Arif went to our cafe, our canteen inside the campus. So he ate the Malaysian food, but in the evening untuk makan malamnya, Pak Arif still want to eat Indonesian food, right? Because even though we want to adapt and adjust, we still want to relate ourselves to the culture of our own country, right? Because this is the same thing. I think in Mercu Buana also you have exchange student, right, from different countries. How many bapa dan ibu dosen yang di kuliahnya ada exchange student program? Boleh saya lihat itu? Kasih saya emoji atau apa aja? Itu berapa ramai bapa dan ibu dosen yang punya anak-anak exchange program?
Actually, we have international program, Doctor.
Yeah.
Actually, we have international program.
You have international student also in the classes?
Yes, in the international program, yes.
For example, if you have that, I have my AFLAS, ASEAN Future Leaders Summit, and then in the class, there was in the program of AFLAS, there are a few students from Mercu Buana, and I think one group, the students are from Vietnam, from the Philippines, and from the Timor-Leste, if I'm not mistaken. Right? So, if you are in the class where there are many international students that come from different countries, you can see that the Indonesian, of course, the Indonesian will be with the same group, right? Whereas the European student, they will group together, and students from China will group together. And even among European also, they will group differently. For example, from European, the student from Finland, they will stay together. And the student from France, they will stay together among themselves. And student from the Netherlands, and then from maybe from France, and then maybe from Germany, they also stay together. What does it mean? I'm teaching in my class every semester. There are many international students. They are under the exchange program. Like, for example, I had one class before the COVID. There were about 30 students from Finland, right? And then maybe 20 from the other European countries. And then I have 5 or 6 from Indonesia. And then I have students from Korea, from Japan, and also from China. And also I have students from Malaysia in the class. The sad thing is that while in the international environment, in the class, we are very international already. I mean, in this session that we have, maybe it is also international, but it's only between Malaysia and Indonesia. But in a class setting where you have all these students from European countries, And then at the same time, we have students from your own country, from Malaysia. And then we have students from Indonesia, and then we have students from Vietnam, from everywhere. You can see that the student would like to group among themselves. The Malaysian will not go and mix with the international, and the international student will not mix with them. And then students from Indonesia, that 5 or 6 of them, they will sit among each other. And they don't want to mix with others. And then students from Finland also do not want to mix with others, and they stay with them. And from France, from the Netherlands, also they stay among themselves. Right? Semuanya hanya mau gabung sesama sendiri. This is not the correct objective, because the objective of having international class is for the student to mix and mingle. And yeah, at least to remember the name. The European student will not be able to remember the Malaysian or ASEAN name. Right? But then our Malaysian student, our Indonesian student, ayamnya udah berkokok gitu. Ayamnya suruh, ya. Ayamnya mau saya berhenti itu kayaknya.
No, they support you, Dr. Anis.
Ayam juga excited itu
Yeah,
dengan
exciting.
Itu at least when we are in international setting, we communicate. We have to, because that is the chance that we have. Itu kalau adik Hilda, okay, I'm typing another word, all right? I'm typing another word in the chat box, everybody. Internationalization. This is the word, internationalization, all right? We are trying to internationalize ourselves. And the universities, I think all universities all over the world, they want to internationalize themselves, right? They want the level to be higher, because when we are in the ranking of the world, you have to be internationalized. Look at the top 100 universities in the world, right? All of them, yeah, very internationalized. They publish, they have many visitors, and one of the criteria is that they have many international students registered to study full-time at that university. And that criteria bring in 5% of the ranking. Right? For example, in USM, Universiti Sains Malaysia itu, universitinya saya, kita ada kurang lebih sekitar 2,700 mahasiswa yang dari luar. We have about 2,700 international students. Waktu kayak Pak Arif itu, ya kurang lebih ada kayak 3,000 pelajarnya dari yang dan negara luar. Sekarang ya sekitar 2,700. Ini akan membawa, this will bring in 5% of the total marks to be in the ranking of the university in the world, right? So it is very important to have student full-time and also exchange student in our campus. That is called as internationalization. Meaning that, and we also have to send our student overseas, because we want them to be exposed ke negara luar. Tapi nggak bisa semuanya ke negara luar tu. Yang bisa hanya ya 5 atau 6 orang atau 3-4 orang yang bisa keluar negara. Itu kerana biayanya mahal. Itu siapa yang mau biaya apa? Pesawatnya. Itu siapa yang mau bayar sewanya itu, kos-kos anaknya di asrama itu segala macam. Right? Makanya itu adik-adik itu ya mahasiswa semuanya, you are in the S2, if they are also S1 student, I believe. What do you have to do? When you see international student in your campus, try to approach them. Try to talk with them. Try to talk with them. Make friends with them. Because you do not have the chance to go and study overseas. But the university is bringing the world to you. Right? The university is bringing the whole world to you. Yeah, makanya we have students from Arab countries, we have students from other countries, from Finland, from Europe, from Germany, from China, from Japan, from Korea, and then from Africa and also from America to come to our campus.